Hello everyone, I'm Dan Filgreen, and this is Shell Point Today for Tuesday, November 19th. On today's show, we meet David and Sara King, missionaries to Hong Kong, who now pastor a Chinese church right here in Fort Myers. The staff of the Legacy Foundation will explain how they help Shell Point residents. We'll preview this Thursday's concert with the Ars Nova String Trio. And we'll talk to Miriam Armstrong, who plays violin with the Shell Point String Ensemble. But first, a quick rundown of today's big events. This morning, Adrian Kerr teaches in the Grand Cypress Room on the topic of the history of Jerusalem. Later at 1 in the Grand Cypress Room, we'll hear a body, mind, and spirit perspective on gratitude from Drs. Carol Clark, Nancy Spencer, and Sue Stranahan. And finally, this evening at 5:15, Lily & Company Jewelers will be at the Social Center for their Ladies' Night Out, complete with scrumptious hors d'oeuvres and jewelry galore. And then tomorrow, we hear from the Legacy Foundation for the final time this year. Many people attend their financial seminars, but the Legacy Foundation does much more than financial planning. They also run a bill-paying service, more formally called Daily Money Management. And there are many other services that you might not have even thought of. Find out more at the Academy event, The Work of the Legacy Foundation, happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the Grand Cypress Room at the Woodlands. Now, earlier this year, we talked to some of the Legacy Foundation staff to learn about their broad range of services.
Hello, everyone. I'm Terry Kolath, and I have the privilege today to introduce you to three lovely ladies who know a lot about money, and they work in your Legacy Foundation. They are in this issue of Shell Point Life, and here's their picture, here's their article. Julie Boyd, Deena Maly, and Deborah Henning, Legacy Foundation. We're talking about Daily Money Manager Accreditation. That is amazing. Tell us a little bit about it, Deborah.
Well, we're pretty proud of ourselves for this achievement. There was a process where we had to actually study for the exam, and Deena will tell you more about that. We had to qualify to take the exam once we knew what we were doing. And they do a rigorous background check. We're also tested on certain skills. We had to work at least 1,500 hours in our field in a year.
That 1,500 hours ahead of time makes sure that people who get into this course are hit the ground running.
Exactly.
Know what they're doing.
Exactly. It's not you have to do the 1,500 hours every year.
Wow.
It helped us a lot. But our daily work is what really made it for us.
Julie, tell us a little bit about how this actually works. Now that you have this certification, how is it when you're working with our residents at Shell Point?
Well, we use it in our everyday business. It lends credibility and legitimacy, really, to what we're doing. It helps us be more well-rounded with our clients. We deal with clients either face-to-face, over the phone, coming in, new residents, sometimes prospective residents that are not, with Shell Point as of yet. So we try to help out in any way that we can.
I would assume that this would give you another layer of confidence. You must be the questions must come at you constantly. And now you have this information that you can draw on, that you're sure of.
Exactly, yeah.
And how many people do you see in an average month at Shell Point, would you say, Deena?
Right now we have over 130 households here at Shell Point, and it's about 150 people, and they're in all walks of Shell Point. So plus you have to imagine we see clients that are not ours, but they live here at Shell Point when they need help with insurance questions or financial planning questions. So we could see, 400 or 500 people every month between the staff that we have. So it's amazing.
You know who's coming and a little bit about what they're going to want to talk about when they get there.
Sometimes. Sometimes they just walk in. So we're always on our toes and ready to assist resident or clients. It doesn't matter. We're just here to help people. So.
And you've also shared that the land representative has been a part of this.
That's right. We have an office in our Alliance community, and we do have a staff person up there. She's been with us for 2.5 years, and she also took the Daily Money Manager accreditation test, and we're really happy to say that she passed as well. So now we have 4 people on our staff of 8 that are certified money managers. So we're very proud of the staff.
And I love the fact that it's a daily money management, because in our kind of economy, And the times we live in, daily people have questions about money. Everything's fluctuating all the time. So we're just so proud that we have you and that you're here looking to the needs and interests of our residents. What are your hours, Deena?
Our hours are 9 to 4, Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
Yes.
And how would we get in touch with you?
Our phone number is 466-8484.
Also to be found in the resident roster under Legacy Foundation.
That's correct.
Well, again, I have to echo what Tim Stevenson always says about his staff, that we are very fortunate to have you in your service to our residents, the three of you, and our person in the land office who works with the Legacy Foundation. And so proud that now we have Daily Money Manager accreditation. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Once again, to get more details about the Legacy Foundation's services and to get some insight on the financial climate for the coming year, attend their Academy seminar happening tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the Grand Cypress Room at the Woodlands. Now, let's talk about music. Last week, we had an inspiring performance from Daniel Rodriguez, the first performer in our Fine and Performing Arts concert series. But that's not our only concert series. What if you want an up-close, pure classical performance without any amplification or distractions, and the chance to mingle with the artists over dessert afterwards? Then the Concert and Conversation series is for you. The first concert is this Thursday night in the Grand Cypress Room with the Ars Nova String Trio. We asked Boren to tell us more about the Concert and Conversation series.
We love to put on a good show here at Shell Point, but for those of us who truly appreciate good music, there's nothing like an intimate classical performance from some of the best instrumentalists in the world. Hi, I'm Boren, Director of Resident Life here at Shell Point. We are proud to announce the return of our Concert and Conversation series as part of our ongoing concert lineup. The Concert and Conversation series brings world-class musicians to the Grand Cypress Room at the Woodlands, allowing you to get up close and personal with their expert performances. Your ticket also includes dessert and mingling with the artists afterwards. It's a unique atmosphere, and we've got 4 unique performances to match this season. We began our series with a group formed right nearby in Naples. The Ars Nova String Trio features violin, viola, and cello, performers of the highest caliber who have played at Carnegie Hall, the Kennedy Center, and other venues around the world. Their skill brought them together as part of the Naples Philharmonic, and now they have struck out on their own, playing the finest string music ever composed. Come hear the Ars Nova String Trio on Thursday, November 21st. In January, we hear from an instrument that doesn't often get the spotlight, the bassoon. We're pleased to welcome Shelley Monroe Wong, who has degrees from both the Eastman and Yale Schools of Music. As a part of chamber groups and orchestras, she plays the bassoon and its very large and deep cousin, the contrabassoon. Shelley enjoys performing contemporary works alongside the classics, so don't miss her performance on Thursday, January 30th. Our next group is the Washington Saxophone Quartet, whose music is more famous than you might realize. NPR's radio program, All Things Considered, plays their 4-part saxophone harmonies as bumper music in between their stories. The Washington Saxophone Quartet, or WSAX-Q as they like to be called, have performed around the world for more than 3 decades, utilizing different octaves of saxophones. Their 4-part sound can evoke everything from strong brass band to fancy jazz group. Come hear the WSAX-Q, or Washington Saxophone Quartet, playing in the Grand Cypress Room on Monday, March 3rd. Finally, our series wouldn't be complete without a world-class pianist. Young Talk has been referred to as a thrilling blend of fury and finesse. Originally from Korea, her expertise is unquestioned, having received training at 3 distinguished institutions, the Juilliard School, New England Conservatory, and Peabody Institute at Johns Hopkins University. In her hands, the piano works of the master composers come alive. See her in person as Young Talk performs at Shell Point on Monday, April 7th. That's the lineup for our Concert and Conversation series. Remember that all the concerts take place in the Grand Cypress Room at the Woodlands and are followed by artist receptions where you can chat with the performers and enjoy desserts and beverages. Tickets are just $25 per concert, or you can purchase all 4 concerts for just $80. That's a savings of $20 off the normal ticket price. Just watch for your Shell Point Concert Series brochure and then call our box office at 454-2067 or stop by the service desk to purchase your tickets. And remember that all Shell Point concerts are open to the public, but Shell Point residents enjoy the first opportunity to buy tickets. Once again, be ready to attend the Ars Nova String Trio on November 21st, bassoonist Chelly Wong on January 30th, the Washington Saxophone Quartet on March 3rd, and pianist Young Talk on April 7th. We look forward to thrilling concerts and fascinating conversations during this performance season. I'm Dawn Boren.
Many people are excited about the String Trio concert on Thursday night, especially Miriam Armstrong of Oakmont. She learned to play the violin in junior high school, and when she moved to Shell Point, she found a group of like-minded musicians who loved stringed instruments. They play together as the Shell Point String Ensemble. We recently visited one of their practices to learn why they are excited about the upcoming String Trio concert and exactly what instruments make up a string ensemble.
Violins, violas, cellos. The first violin would play the upper part, and then the viola would play the next lowest, and then the cello the lowest. I myself played when I was young. My grandfather was in the music department at Oberlin College. And although I didn't know him, my grandmother told me a lot about him. And she, in fact, gave me his violin. So when I was in junior high, that's when I began playing. When I started playing the violin again, after many years of not playing, I wanted someone to play with. And so I talked to a few people here, and we got a few people together. Some of these people have been playing for, 40, 50, even 60 years. And then there are one or two who have only been playing for maybe not quite 10 years. One thing that this group has taught me is keeping time with them. You know, when I am playing by myself, I can use any time I want to, but when I play with them, I have to be with them. I hear only myself when I'm playing by myself, but now we hear 3 or 4 different parts, and that's the beauty of playing together. Also, there's the camaraderie too, getting to know other people, knowing their musical backgrounds. Musically, they have helped me a great deal. This group likes to play traditional music. Right now, being close to Christmas, we're concentrating on Christmas music, but then we'll play waltzes and marches, show tunes, hymns sometime. So just the gamut.
This upcoming concert, why are you excited about this string trio? What intrigues you about them?
Oh, just the idea of actually listening to professionals, three professionals, violin, viola, and cello. And to be in a smaller room, where you can really hear the sounds. When you're in a smaller room, you don't need a lot of sound equipment. Many people love being here in the Grand Cypress Room. I'm looking forward to this group.
So, get your tickets now for Thursday's String Trio concert. And keep your eyes peeled for the Shell Point String Ensemble, who will be performing at Shell Point this December. Now, a question. When is speaking Chinese not speaking Chinese? Actually, there are several languages spoken in China, including Mandarin and Cantonese. Missionaries David and Sara King are helping to overcome language barriers at the Chinese Alliance Church, right here in Fort Myers. Find out more about them in today's Village Church Connections segment. But first, let's cover all of Tuesday's happenings, Academy News, and menus.
Welcome to the Happening segment of Shell Point TV. It's Tuesday, November 19th. I'm Bev Chandley, and this is Leslie Brand, and we're going to go over what's going on here at Shell Point today. We're going to start out bright and early today. At 7:15, we have a Health Connections class, Bend, Breathe, and Balance. That'll be in the Health Club on the island. At 8 o'clock, we have the Round Robin Men's Doubles Tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. 8:15, the Stamp Ministry will be busy. They'll be in the Stamp Room down in the tunnel. It's Beach Day today at 8:30. The group will take off. Island Court pickups begin at 8:30 on the island. They get to the Woodlands about 8:40 and 8:50 for Eagles Preserve Court pickups. Sign up is required. Also at 8:30 we have bocce. That'll be played down at the bocce courts at the Woodlands. And our last 8:30 activity is the Ladies Golf Association down at the golf club. At 9 o'clock, the Susie Q will head out for a sightseeing tour. Sign up is required at the Island Greeters Desk. 9:15, we have the Caregivers Support Group and Memory Care Group at the second floor Rehab Center. Sign up's required for that as well. Our last 9:15 activity is open painting. That'll be down in the art studio. Match play mixed doubles tennis will begin at 9:30 at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. Then we move to 10:15, where Through the Bible Study Group will be held in the Osprey Room. At 10:30, we have the Caregiver Support Group and Memory Care Group at the second floor of the Rehab Center. You do need to sign up for that one. At 11 o'clock, the Susie Q turns around and goes out again to Rum Runners for lunch. Our last morning activity today is 11:45, a Health Connections class, Living Healthy. That one's in the Osprey Room on the island. Now here's Leslie for your afternoon.
Thank you, Bev. At 12:30, we have the Mixed Progressive Bridge in the game room at the Woodlands. 1:15 is the Knitters Group in the Osprey Room on the island. 1:15 is Shuffleboard at the Shuffleboard Courts. Also at 1:15 is the Rollicking Recorderists at the Tarpon Room. And lastly at 1:15 is the Women's Ministry Prayer in the Hospitality Room. 1:30 we have Stamp Ministry in the Stable Room at the Woodlands. At 2:45 we have a Health Connections Balance and Mobility Training Level 2 in the Health Club, but it is closed. 3:30 is a Health Connections, the Shell Point pole walking class in the Oak Room in the Woodlands. That is also closed. At 5:15, you don't want to miss the Ladies' Night Out with Lily and Company Jewelers. You'll have a great variety of jewelry to choose from. It's in the Social Center on the island. Sign up today, but if not, still come anyways. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll hope to see you right back here tomorrow for Wednesday's activities.
Hi, I'm Terry Kolath with your Academy information for Tuesday. At 9:15, our Skype Basics class continues in the Computer Teaching Center on the island. At 9:30, Advanced Memoirs on the Computer continues in the Computer Center at the Woodlands. And at 10 o'clock, Jerusalem, Holy City to Three Religions, takes place in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands, and sign-up is required. At 10:15, iOS 7, What's New, will take place in the Manatee Room on the island, and sign-up is required. At 1 o'clock, we have our holistic look at gratitude in the Grand Cypress Room of the Woodlands, and all are welcome. At 1:15, storytelling continues in the Manatee Room on the island. I'd like to tell you about our new classes coming tomorrow. We have the third and final legacy seminar of this Academy session, and this one focuses on the work of the Legacy Foundation with our own Timothy Stevenson, Executive Director. We have Exploring the Lives of 20th Century American Writers, Session 2, with Dr. Harriet Furton Reese of Genonia.
Menus for Tuesday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is beef chili in a bread bowl and fried cauliflower. For dinner, the special is Pan Fresh Night for $11.95, and the soup of the day is navy bean. In the Island Cafe, the lunch special is ham, turkey, and a Swiss sub with chips for $7.25. The dinner special is open-faced tuna melt with avocado and bacon and a cup of soup for $8.25. In the Palm Grill, the dinner specials are seafood stuffed crepes for $14.95 or sirloin steak for $15.95. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, I'm Dottie Morrison, and I'm here to tell you about a special event happening this Wednesday. Global Outreach would like to invite you to hear Sara and David King, who are here with me today. Hi, thanks for coming.
Hi, Dottie.
It's our pleasure.
Good to be here.
Now, both of you work with a special group of people here in Fort Myers. Where do you pastor, David?
I pastor the Chinese Alliance Church here in Fort Myers, and it's located right now in temporary quarters at Park Alliance Church down on US 41.
And you've done that how long?
Since 1994.
And that's when this church began?
That's when the church began.
Okay. Now, prior to that, you also had experience working. Where did you live overseas, Sara?
Hong Kong.
All right.
For 18 years.
All right. And your responsibilities there were with the CMA?
Right.
Okay. So you've translated a lifetime of working with Chinese people into working with Chinese people here today. I imagine that's a really easy job that has no challenges, right?
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's very enjoyable. But it does have its challenges.
Okay, and so you're going to be talking about that this Wednesday.
Yes.
One of the challenges you mentioned, you have multi-generational people, you have people from all regions of China, you have people from different backgrounds, but you also have a language issue. And today I wanted to ask you about that. Tell me, it's Chinese, right?
Yes.
How can there be issues?
Actually, there are two main dialects that are used in our church. That's the Mandarin, which is the language that is used throughout China, the official language of China. And then there's also Cantonese, which is used in South China. And my wife and I speak the Cantonese dialect. So our services are run in English and in Chinese. We're English because we're in the US of A.
Yes.
So we need to use the local language, of course. But also the Chinese, we use the Mandarin. And the Cantonese people can understand most of the Mandarin. But we do hold Cantonese Bible studies during the week for those Cantonese speakers.
Okay. Sara, you mentioned there are also English-speaking people that come to your church. How would that happen?
Well, the beautiful Chinese women marry these American men, and they meet them online, on internet, and we have several Chinese ladies from mainland China married to American men, and the men do not speak fluent Mandarin, so they love our church because they can both worship.
I see. Now, David, does technology help you in terms of the language issue?
We have our hymns and a scripture lesson on, what do you call them, the video?
Like PowerPoint.
In both English and in Chinese. So that helps.
Okay. And what about reading the Chinese language itself?
Well, the reading, you read it in your own dialect, but the written Chinese, any Chinese person can read.
Really?
But they speak, when you read out loud, you use your own dialect to read.
Okay. you have a choir that has sung here at Shell Point.
Yes, we do have.
Okay, and I understand that on Wednesday you're going to be presenting some music.
Well, not the choir, but yes, yeah. Right.
Yeah. And so that will be in Mandarin or in English?
If I sing in Chinese, I would prefer to do it in Cantonese.
I see.
But probably it will be in English.
Okay, all right. So some of the other issues you're going to address will be issues of the multi-generational issues, and that as people are changing and being Americanized. Is that an issue?
It is. Dave has done a lot of helping people with their immigration problems, school problems, whatever, any issue. Marriage counseling, it's just like any church, you know.
Right.
People, they all have the same kind of issues that we have.
Right. Well, we want to hear more about this, and so I'm excited that you're going to come and talk to us. I know that you will be fascinated by the challenges and the rewards of working as they do with the Chinese CMA Church, and I hope you join us Wednesday at 10:15 for Global Outreach.
We're glad you joined us for today's show. Tune in tomorrow as we update you on the latest technical issues with ShellPoint TV. We'll also meet our internal mail clerks, Larry and Joe, and follow them as they make their appointed rounds at 6:30 every morning. Until then, this is ShellPoint Today for Tuesday, November 19th. I'm Dan Philgreen. From all of us here at ShellPoint TV, we hope you have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow.